time to finish this game. As soon as the game wants me to play. I don't know why I'm... Oh, the controller's dead. Of course. It's always dead. Alright, I don't work, and I'm taking this opportunity to finish this fun game. Gypsy!
Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
Test. Alright. Chapter 4, we know that Sakura's dead. Oh wait, no. Red truth bullets. We know. Died here. She may have been poisoned. Magazine, there's something about the candy, something about the bottle. I have a feeling... Man, this could be a suicide, or I have a feeling Hina knows something that she's not telling us. That's what I'm thinking. Locked room murder myth.
What?
What? Did you not hear him? It turns positive, ma'am.
Yes, indeed. Well, here. Yes, indeed.
You have 100 friends.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Bruh, this guy. That was breaking the fourth wall. I'm trying to be funny.
Just the worst.
How can you actually catch up to murdering someone without proof?
Don't look at me! Don't be mean!
Wait, what did he say? I don't think I'm acting...
What the heck? What the heck?
What the heck? What the heck? Truth will set us free. Man, this looks like a suicide. I don't know, man. This just, to me... I have no idea. Looks kinda like a suicide. Looks kinda like a suicide. Is among us. And it never gets easier. Hello, your local. I don't know how that name is pronounced. Is it your loca? Local Mach? Hello, what up? Good morning. We are going to try to finish this game today. Don't know how that's going to be possible, but who knows. We're just going to skip all this. We know all this. It's so lonely. It's not like... Oh? Okay, got you. I don't care.
Now then.
Let's begin. Yep, a deadly class trial. Let's do this. I would be shouting, but I have to stay quiet. Let's set our skills. We have... Oh wow, that's a lot. No, we only have like enough for one of them. It'll be like a 3 or 2 hours, I don't know. I got a cut yesterday that reminded me of my... like a cut on your body? Hope you're okay. I think... I don't... The influence gauge. I don't think that's as important as time, so I mean... We might as well. I mean, I don't know. Let's get this on the road. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
We've already done this.
Your votes will determine the results.
The results.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But
It was Sakura.
if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
I'm telling you, it was a suicide. I don't know why. Either that or Hina knows the real truth because you're all right now. Nice, that's good to hear.
We already know who did it.
Yep, it always starts like this. We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
I was actually about to say the same
The
thing.
one who killed Sakura
Is herself.
is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Bruh, that's a bold accusation. Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
Although I will say, Hiro has been very sus this chapter, and I really hope it's not him.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
I'm really sure about one of those. Oh, we're starting off strong. You go, girl.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive.
Oh, yeah?
You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
I think that was the lie.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low.
Wait, maybe that's...
about as low as you could get.
Oh, maybe that was the...
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Oh, it's not.
Shoot!
Oh no, I messed up already.
It was one of you.
All right,
one of
it's
you
the
killed
other
her.
one.
What reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Oh no! Oh no!
That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No, it's wrong.
Alright, I didn't expect that to be the specific lie, like...
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Who did it? Oh, we are flying back in. Pocket trash? Oh, that's gonna go to Hero. Whatever he says is a lie.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious.
Sus.
One of you is absolutely guilty.
Oh, it's Arwen.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
And now he's the lie.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
That's a bullshit lie.
It's wrong.
Break.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
Uh-oh.
It was white with red polka dots.
Called his ass out.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
You stole her candy. Like stealing candy from a baby who's not dead. Just kidding.
No, it's,
Why is he choking?
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
That's a good question.
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Bro, why are you...
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
do we believe that?
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Wait, hold up.
Shoot!
Damn it, I wish I could read it all again, but... would admit his actions. But the Sakura could only have done it.
I got it!
Alright,
I'm not sure about that, Hiro.
Uh-oh.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
Oh, god damn.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was,
Hero? Is he the...
oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
Bro,
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
says Toko.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
No, you're sus.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Oh?
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Oh?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood,
What
right?
if you did that?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
But...
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it.
But that doesn't explain the candy.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
That's a good question. Were you even at the scene of the crime?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
Why would you call
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Hero. Oh, no. God damn it. I liked you, Hero.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
You fucking killed her.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
God damn
If
it.
that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Oh, Hero. I don't want you to die, but oh, you're making us. Oh, you're making us rough.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw...
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh, is it the last one?
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Fuck.
Shoot!
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm completely stupid.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
I'm just guessing at this point.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it. It was only after I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
Shoot!
I suck at this.
I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, it's wrong!
Okay. I had a feeling that was it. I was just so confused.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because you probably faked it and forged it.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
Brother.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Why are you making this so hard on yourself?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Oh, God.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Hero, you're not making this easy on yourself.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Man, is Hero really gonna...
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hero could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Big yikes.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Huh?
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Doesn't mean he did the murder.
Because I killed her!
Are we what? Whoa, wow. Makes my job easy.
Please, just let me explain what happened.
This has to be maybe an accidental...
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just
You gotta
like it said.
Stop. Finally, you admit it was Scooby-Doo's in the trial. I'm just kidding. You're fine.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
This is the second time he's listened to a note that's...
And when I got there...
Would you like a piece of candy, Mayo? Give me.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
She's gonna end it today.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then...
What happened?
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
There's no chance that bottle is killing her.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
That's definitely not what killed her.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
That doesn't explain all the other evidence, like the blood coming. That doesn't explain anything.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Die.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead.
Roast me, boil me.
Roast me.
Toast
Boil
me.
Do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Nope, there's no chance. No.
You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
But that does.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
I agree.
Shoot!
You know what's funny? I didn't think that would be the wrong answer. I actually want to know why he picked up. What? That's the wrong answer? Whatever.
refuse to give up yet.
I actually thought that would be right, but I actually want to know why he picked Toko, but...
I'm complete because...
If that would explain...
Because I...
Blabbity, 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 blabbity.
So... I saw my only
Sorry.
try. Then one so...
Sorry, I'm sorry. That's not right.
I got it!
I guess that's also...
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
This Toko did it.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well...
Because I didn't do it.
I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Uh-oh. Someone else did it.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
What if it actually was Toko?
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Who was it?
I don't know.
If
Who
they
was
went
it?
to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Uh-oh.
I got it!
It could be
It had to
Byakuya,
be Toko, right?
because that's his boo thing.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
These are true things that are being
Was
said.
he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right?
Wait.
Hero just admitted it!
No, but...
That's right. I killed her.
Bro, will you stop? You did not kill her.
No, you didn't.
It takes more than just one... Wait, hold up. That's so weird.
Who asked you?
I'm in this trial. Wait, what is this? Wait, hold up. Okay, that was super fucking loud. That was probably way more louder for you. Okay. Alright, sorry. Actually, let's give it a little good old savor, Runo. Okay, I don't know.
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle, but that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Brother.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Hit her from the back. Whoa, what?
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the
No.
bottle shattered. And
See? Hiro really is the killer!
No, she was hit twice in the head.
I didn't
That-
want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do
You hit her from and you only hit her.
just once.
No, that's correct.
Shit!
The file says she was hit it.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her.
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And
See? Hiro really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Oh, I was
and I hit Ogre from behind.
I was
before
the
she
wrong
could do
bullet.
anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her.
Just once. After the first
No!
swing,
Oh
the
my
bottle
God.
shattered. And she went limp.
See? Hiro really is the
I'm sorry, I picked the wrong bullet. That's why I fucked up.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
What? Wait, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What was the other? She blows Kyoko's. Hold up. What are my bullets? I need to actually.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
I feel like I'm losing my mind whenever I mess those up.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Why is the Steam Deck mirroring the audio? I don't know, man. Fucking
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Bruh.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Imagine getting hit twice.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Yep, they're.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Because there's a space.
Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Ruh-roh.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
I counted
That's easy.
the weight of the glass
If
in
you
the
look at
pile.
what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
A chess piece. Bro, you really need to, like, examine this. It's chess. It's chess. Hangman's Gambit to spell. Oh. Chess piece. Alright, let's get this. I like to solve the puzzle. The One Piece! Yeah, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Give me that. Oh, wait, no, that's an E. Stupid.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
That's it. The chess pieces.
Bruh, yeah. Someone stole them.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you?
Bruh.
Then let me explain.
How? I thought it said 2 times.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
The queen. Long live the
So we
queen.
only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
Which one of you has been playing chess?
What does chess have to do with anything?
How are you this stupid?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean.
You think who? Sakura? No.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
Also, what up? She did. Oh no! Dig a closed tab closet board? Yeah.
There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
Now Toko is being sus.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is
Don't look at the
connected
left
to
side of the
this
screen.
case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was broke.
I got it!
That's so easy.
The bottle must have been broken.
My guess is a suicide or Toko. Or Hina. Or Hiro. Or Hira. What was her name?
Because there was evidence at the scene
The
that
swimmer girl.
supports it.
Don't spoil it.
Huh?
Her. Hina. I just have a weird... I don't know.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just 1 broken bottle at the scene.
2 culprits? Whoever did the thing, did the
And
thing.
what is this evidence?
Wait.
Shoot!
Wait, hold on. I wasn't... Did I misread it. It wasn't just...
I got it!
Sorry, I was not listening.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It could have been a suicide.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is...
There was 2 broken bottles.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yeah, middle school math.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Also, Hina, I'm convinced they were lovers.
But someone did their best
She
to
loved
clean up the
Sakura.
pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces.
A few too many. For one piece!
Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. I got it!
The second one.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle.
Sure.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
Also, I am live on Twitch at the same time. Feel free to go there as well if you'd like.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Uh-oh. Call her out. Oh, she's freaking out, boys.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but... But there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
Do with
No
it.
way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
How the turntables.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
Bruh.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Toko's gonna die. We don't know
Right
anything.
after I got Ogre's note,
And stop calling her Ogre.
I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Oh.
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
That is like, yeah, like what the fuck?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Oh my god, this is why I love him.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
Uh-oh. Genocide Jack did?
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Oh, the handprints on the locker room.
Hiding me in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Damn, harsh. A new element. Oh no. How many times are they gonna keep adding stuff? Been pressing the... You're gonna have to pay look onto your... No! This is literally what they did in Project Eden's Garden. No, I'm gonna be... Does it say I'm halfway through the game? Alright, let's do it.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
Here comes the tempo.
That's enough!
This should prove it.
I blasted her in the face.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
Either that or somebody was getting freaky.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it could be anyone's hands. I mean, it's not like we know.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Kaboom.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Damn, even he's saying.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Boom. Shocker. Who would have thought? Sorry, I don't know if that was too loud.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Okay, it is making an echo. I'm sorry. This stupid Steam Deck is... Why are you taking sound? Is it this? Hold up. Let me... Why are you making an echo? Make it more loud. I do so much to make my streams as professional as possible. I do so much, and yet I can't do anything. I'll have to fuck with this later because it's not supposed to be doing this. It's not supposed to be taking the audio from my capture card. Hold up, let me try just... Like, why are you doing this? Alright, no soundboard for me. Plot twist. I don't know who that is. Is that a Naruto character? Is that a Naruto joke you just made? Alright, sorry about that. No soundboard, but yeah.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Also, I don't know. Could it be Toko?
Out with it.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
It's genocide.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
What do you think? What do these people just forget about genocide?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Oh shit, Master.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on.
Why would you? I would just be like, fat chance, I'm not.
So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
You, how dare you?
Then, did you see what happened?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Bruh, why did you now just say this?
That's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Yeah, very smart.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
You could have put it behind the thing.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
They were too powerful. That's what I'm thinking. Like, there's evidence to believe that she may have been poisoned.
And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Yes, I will play all the Danganronpa games. I played Project Eden's Garden a while ago, and I didn't get the beginning, but I have the trial on my YouTube channel, so if you're interested in that. But yes, we will be playing all of them, as well as other games, obviously, because I just love this series, and I'm kind of addicted.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazine.
Oh, you fainted and then you turned into Genocide
I
Jill.
don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you have to ask her.
Yes, Genocide.
Ah, guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake.
I mean, it would make sense. Sakura and her has been like, same, nice.
Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wonder.
These games are so fun.
So I opened my eyes to see.
It makes me feel smarter than I really am.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise.
You bonked her on the head with another glass bottle.
I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible!
I mean, why would you...
No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
Oh, can you imagine also? Just trying to meet with people, just trying to talk with them, being like, hey guys, I just want to talk about things, and she gets bonked on the head with another bottle, and then she leaves, and someone else is like, oh shit, I'm gonna get murdered, and then they get bonked on the head as well. I'm making a Danganronpa collab with Roblox in True Colors. Ooh, I'll have to check it out maybe one day.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
Her tongue is just always gonna kill me.
Normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Yeah, because she was on drugs.
Even as strong as she is,
Making
she
the
must
opening?
have
Oh,
still
nice.
been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on! That's... you know, but anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre! So that's good!
Bro, why do you gotta keep repeating it?
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No, that's not that simple.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Yeah, there's too much left. Hold up. One second. Wait. Oh, wait a sec. Why does IO... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's so... I mean... I think she's so, like, ready to kill someone because she loved her, obviously. I mean, again, I don't know for a fact, but my theory is that she loved Sakura or had a crush on her. And that's what... Because those two have spent so much time together, so... And she's just like, you killed my partner.
Not yet? What?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story?
Yeah, hold up. I'm sorry. Let me just do this one little thing. I just want to advance audio properties. All right, I want to try. Does this work? Oh, it worked, but now I can't hear the game. Hold up. Why are you doing this? I promise it won't be long. Why is it doing this? Ugh. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd.
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Bruh.
You wish I command, darling. I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
Why did I knew that was gonna be? Not me knowing already what happened.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
But Hina, why are you...
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Oh, you want to know why I think the audio is doing this? Hold up. This is a... I'm sorry. This is actually the last time. But I have to save it just in case something stupid happens. It's because the audio is connected to the same. All right. Nope, it's still doing it. Oh well, I tried. Oh, now it's freaking out. Okay, no, we're done. I promise. That's
And
the
she
last
must
time.
have moved the body after she killed her, right?
It's very sus, bro.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Unless she didn't die from that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Yeah, like why the...
Until we take care of that, We can't say this case has been properly settled.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No. What?
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
No, because she came in.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
No, I don't think that's possible. I got it! Even before we opened the door
I
to
was
the
in the
rec
locker.
room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
If they was that easy.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot!
Alright.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her.
No, it's wrong! According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
No.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Relatable.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison.
You can explain it?
With math.
Of course.
Poison?
If you don't.
Poison? Yeah, the entire new We Got a Chem Lab discovery.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
No.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along!
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's like, how are these kids? These guys are.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Oh, enjoy your breakfast. Watch him do something.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
What?
Shoot!
Wasn't C the one with the poisons? Wait, hold up.
I got it!
I thought it was. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not
Poison
reading.
was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprits switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean this.
Huh? Master!
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Bruh, she's trying to get in his throat. Poisons got switched?
Idiot! He just swallowed poison!
No.
We need to make him spit it out!
The
flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's protein.
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Throat.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
Or was it harmless?
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, which...
Oops, I skipped it. Ooh, another poison. Oh, protein drink. I like to solve the puzzle.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Oh, I thought it was the first one.
I got it!
I'm
You're
bad
saying
at
they
this.
gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Yep, exactly. Gigabond.
What?
Gabotten.
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
Death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Yeah, she's been talking about.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Oh?
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A, and given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It
Wait.
was me.
Wait,
The footprints. They're mine.
but you didn't know.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
But you didn't.
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Wait, excuse me?
Just as I suspected.
Wait, hold up. This doesn't make any sense. I knew I suspected Hina, but
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
yeah, Leon, exactly.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other
Did
possibility.
she actually? No way.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Yeah, she's been on bloodthirst.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I somewhat can't believe it either.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
Yeah, they were more than just close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her.
What?
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
Wait, no chance Hina is...
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
You were gonna use her?
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
What?
And then
Hold it!
Yeah,
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
Faking it?
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Come on, man. You ain't gotta be all rude about it.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... That doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Byakuya, don't you start getting emotional.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
That's not how the footprints...
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
It was from A to C.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that series of events once?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac is crazy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Gonna cover the tape.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Ah!
Shoot!
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah.
I have a feeling it's this
I
the
moved from
bullet.
Section C, and that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with... Then I took the bottle with and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
How much longer shall we tolerate this?
First, I went to Section... That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay, and I moved from Section C to Section A, and that's where I switched the powders.
Brother.
Once I was done, I put the bottle filled... Then I took the bottle and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate?
First, I went to... That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. When I grabbed... Okay, I moved from Section C to...
No!
Hey, I was right! I was right! Let's go!
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
Yikes.
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Liar!
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Why is she lying?
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
You want a break from the ads?
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. What? Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Byakuya, why are you tripping?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Did he?
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
No chances, Byakuya.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
He's getting all emotional.
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
No, you explain it.
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
You've got a rare aqua tank. I think that's wait, is that from Kingdom Hearts?
Shoot!
I don't fucking know! I don't know. Oh, the window. I'm so stupid.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window? The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Ah! Shoot! I'm fucking blabbly, blabbly, blabbly. I know. Makoto can't answer a simple multiple choice question. He sucks.
I refuse to give up yet.
I refuse. I refuse.
You and but
Oh, this is so long ago. Why did he send me all the way back here to the...
What? If you look.
all the way to another continent.
I got it. The wicked. I got it. The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Oh man, what the fuck is going
In
on?
reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked, there's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
The piece of glass.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
I'm trying to get a loaded burrito or potato. I don't know.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
That's definitely...
How can you know what I don't know?
Uh-oh. Das Höchste hat so ein Brat. Also, the glass.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before.
Get fucked. Ooh, I'm really good at this.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
So Byakuya, why are you freaking the fuck out?
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, That would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Possibility right out of the gate.
Yes, you don't need to explain that. It was pretty obvious.
And that's made everything clear. As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not...
Testing. Are we back? We had a little... my stream crashed and my internet went out. Alright. Ooh, that was weird. We had a little... oh yeah, we had a little outage. Oh well. Alright, hold up. Just let me make sure YouTube is... let me test YouTube. YouTube, we doing good over here? It looks like it. I still want to fix my... hold on, let me hold up. All right.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already! Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem-
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Shoot!
I thought it was.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that? You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Yellow powder on her shoes.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her. Here's my answer.
I've always knew it was a
The one
suicide.
who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room.
Yeah,
And
so
she
no one.
drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
Yeah, she did it because
I'm
she did
sure
it.
she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Which is dumb because, like, if they would have done that wrong, you all would have died. So, yeah, she was crashing out. She was gonna
When
get
we
everyone
found her
murdered.
body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room, while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No!
If we would have gotten this investigation wrong, we all would have died.
I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Alright, boys, can we get an entire perfect sweet reenaction?
Here's exactly what happened.
Music time!
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. She got there one step ahead of everyone else. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out.
Bonk.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Horrible. Man, I feel bad for Sakura.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
Damn.
And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide.
No, I almost had a perfect one. Is it? I almost had a perfect reenactment.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Bro.
was you, Hina.
Yeah, but that doesn't
That's
mean.
the full truth of the case.
Well, does that mean she's the black?
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you...
Because I'm
How
smart.
did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
I'm that motherfucking guy. That.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
You really wanted to solve this case. Let's get all A's and B's. Let's come on. Let's get all A's and B's. Hey, we got all A's and B's. Nice.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
My energy.
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's Sakura. But she's already dead.
Okay. My entire...
We're done.
What did you say? Come on.
Would have long to.
What are you thinking?
Why did you? Because she wanted to be with Sakura, and she loved her, and she wanted to kill herself too.
Don't be mean!
What is this?
Ooh. Push her into her corner.
You should have been the one to die! What?
What? Because everyone, we all killed her.
What is this?
She literally could have killed herself at any point, but she was attacked twice. So the child has made me desperate, so instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it.